abdominal hysterectomy, alien hysterectomy, the messes, abdominal alien hysteria, hysterical vasectomy, abdicated, nom de plume, de nom de guerre, de croix de guerre, scratch that. Ancestral spirits hunting, Ur element primeval, raised somewhere from Ur Babylon or headless scavengers, behemoth of Mothmen in Mont Blanc costumes and customs, accustomed to customize anaphora in amphora vessel, austral, ambivalent, antidopedian bimana, dopemedian bipedals, scorching fire, hachu on amchu, anti-ecclesiastically eclectic taste of electric ban ill yet maintaining anti-disestablishmentarianism, new yet triskai decaphobic elemental in unlucky shizigi, anti-Dominican on antidepressant. I was born to deal out nooks and crannies of the corner of the world, various antidotes to doting crimes, criminal heuristics, algorithmic masterpieces and masterpiece in crosshair and in my abscissa in mantissa mantelpiece. I slowly evolved into a monster, Neapolitan, not rather a cosmopolitan, Neoplatonic Napoleon. In fact, I became the Napoleon of crime, Watson. He is the organizer of half that is evil and of nearly all that is undetected in this great city. He is a genius, a philosopher, and abstract thinker. He has the brain of the first order. He sits motionless like a spider in the center of its web, but that web has 1,000 radiations, and he knows well every quiver of each of them. He does little himself, he only plans. Expert backswordsman, limitless possibilities, expert at backgammon, chess checkers and checkerboard flag chasers. I slowly yet accelerated learning to zero gravity, exceptionally mustered and mastered under tutelage of bear, short sword, long sword, katana, falchion, claymore, Shestopio and Sheshen Ritter begged to Corbin, pole weapon like a pole dancer on skirmisher lap, dancing and dancing, quarterstaff in quarter gallery, Morningstar, Warhammer, planchon, Alpico, Gorendap, every guten Tag, sir. Zappa zap, wielding cosmic craft like Nataraja, holding cosmic drafts, yielding but to none, one, no one, every day, dressed in plumed feather of a cuckoo hoplite and helmet, beaver, visors, pauldron, cuirass, rarebrus, vumbrus, cooter, placard, falls, gauntlet, quizzes, Pauline, greaves, sabaton, inquiry in sabatos. Hell to court, my life was Bally, Holy. Hooligans and hoi polley, hoichi, cabbage, in quadager, pilfer and pillaged. I became bored. I needed adrenaline rush, a new fix, an enunciator of my archetypal flavor, atypical, aloof, which I grew slowly accustomed to. Having reached a plateau, I amused myself from my own colosseum, classroom of life, amputating several ambulatory amputatees, bench-warming no bench fellow, at hazard on fixed day, asphyxiated yet fixated in unique but novel mandola, every single day which I had to survive. Molluscness mink fish no longer mollycoddled or mollified my cravings, nor satisfied my longing for more any more orchestrating a choir ornamental logorrhea aside, I morbidly fascinated a living daylight nightmare of a band which raised my soul in symphony to astral voyage, projecting my psyche upwards as all but one were non-living creatures, each being marionated and marinated, strung together from puppeteers above, playing in unison my funereal sums eulogically like an automaton artificially in the brown study of Franciscan monks from duodenal brooding to root cross a priestly confession at Whitsunday. Furthermore, forces follows the insular curse crux denoting Portuguese manowar Orlok cracks a sudden splash in tsunami survivor far infested Tsugamashi disease of boll weevil far pricey for Tsusumo turtle the marine haversack as Wolsek unloaded about turn Womerang afterward whoop whoop would not Sadik. Baka devastated as Albuer by some vaunt courier, a gallo glasses outspoken outpoured an islet lagoon as feast as goes baboon roast for wow while cauldron sullied with Levitic scapegoat of one of us periodically transfigured mundane to super mundane for consecutive apple john. I, shoulder fed, bull, which not when petulantly petting or Dick, was the dear overseer. Mea culpa, j'accuse moi-même pour le temps prochain, truly, I chain, Newfound, pensing, honor, excuse, I am ashamed that cinnamon or all of was never a factor in fashioning Tibet cloth. For Garb conceals more and more and more and more as time passed, never more were there any savior. Hell, I pray to God and all souls that surely demise struck him thrice like a thunderbolt arching answered or beard telekinesis fried his valve and liver vascular valve for the pussy lifted no digits for my safety. Deuce ex machina. By stroke of strange machination, Machiavellian scheme, marionated a galleon of pirate I deliberately cannibalized lot us, the lot's applaudment of behavior much needed satisfied scurvy driven deficiency in bitter sanctimony. Baron's Vavasur by Sarduval, Swivel, and at Arson's fire screamed a devolve into a saturnal Goya, devouring like a Hanuman, slicing fetish food and raw inch meal, drop by drip, all with tooth and claw till raindrops, tum tum, coming nerves, long, bygone, troops. Entire team I committed in vulgar maybe vagaries of chance permit that I do survive, be it tearing flounces, breeches to tune of Jew's harp. Certainly then concludes the ballad of how I ate a whole crew for a boatload of vassals. Truth sometimes a spaghettification of events horizon verticals maybe cannot be derived from any statutory clause of sociological ZFC, no matter how enduring axiom schema is just like an independent statement of R.H. Goldberg or twins from structural Yoruba forest cloaked heavily in Russian herb. Your Honor, with our purporting 49 Canning, Scott Schiller's thesis Riddles of Sphinx, circa 1891, Kantian categorical imperative impredicativity of wisdom of Solomon for that instance are more subdued Advaita as advanced primarily by Adi Shankara or a chit attaining moksha, nirvana from a quasi-noetic quagmire of succubus infused as clearly as a Russian savant girl with X-ray through a glass lizard. Of course, tautological Ouroboros, a tubular, client-snout vessel of Olmec, slippery slope, is the Carfax of reason-faith continuum in this grim fabric of reality. Neti Eastern mysticism admits and Tetralemus or does of Nakujuna asserts that you exist yet you don't, yet you do and don't, and yet not. Amphiloskepsis continued. Till cows come to stable, you cannot pursue usurp the Augean mess, the stinking, shitty cesspool of modern human affairs through symmetrical, syntactical manipulation of modus ponendo, tollens, or a Phrygian shift, let alone a Hegelian dialectic, Feynman sketch, or a type token distinction in a category theory diagram, and certainly not from a pinch of a pint of a punch drunk Aristotelian austral nomad floundering and swimming in intuitionistic torpor, heart pounding and lasciviously lip salivating at a prospective oo for nocturnal benefit, because at the end cyborgian behemoth the diesel to Beelzebubian crush the frugal finger pointing thaumaturgical thawing of a stampede of a crash of rhinoceros in a frozen symphony of Ari, that phlegmatic yam talking Yggdrasil locus at Ragnarok demurring the heathen that zoologically unearths an alcazar carving to a decadent hecatomb, the siskin charming chauffeur shrill, or an Afrit's kid thrower from Aztec, the catheter that snips his clitoris, you cannot but quite put your finger thingamajib, or any thimble chosen is as thisness. This is why we exist. I exist to seesaw the Archimedean imbalance, as when play comes to an end, your skull and bones as mine will festoon cogently in the same Shapti Iron Maiden and the same hemisphere of purgatorial protozoan psychotoplasmic arch. You can rack and scratch as much the ruffled rotten tea leaves of your barren Zen garden, Zenzicali, as so that you will and shall in upper attic, antechamber, alcove of scotophobic psyche, but no matter which Hammurabi code choose the legal issue unanastically, vaporize to or froth and spring of font and fountain you tether and totter of. The fact is the ultimate facade of a show is but a mere puppetry, a kabuki theater of choice and nothing more. Now what if that didn't record? What a facepalm would that be?